Alrighty, good morning everybody. We're in the late March and pre-spawn time for Lake Hartwell. Today's a high activity rating and we're hoping to get a lot of action out of the water today. So we're about to find out what is the prime techniques and lures to use during Lake Hartwell's pre-spawn season. Alright, stay tuned. He's not as small as I thought he was. Little jokers are finicky today. Ow, stop it. Oh, look at that.
What? What you see? Shad?
Uh-huh.
Gray shad?
How big does he have to be? He's 11. Man, they're finicky today, but I finally got one to bite. Jeez. Finally got one to bite. Sat there and played with them for 5 minutes with a micro lure. What the heck? Let's see if we can find them again. All right, there they are. About 20 yards away. All right, there's a school of them about 20 feet out right in here. All right, let's see if I can get one this time. I missed him. All right, here we go again. Still just sitting around the same area. Where'd they go? And there's a couple right there in front of me.
Maybe not. Nope. Well, if there's little ones in here, they might ought to be.
Look how red that eye is.
Yep.
No, that's their spawning telltale sign.
Look at that. That's a healthy one.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yes, sir. Fine. I fish later as a keeper.
That's a good one. That's a stud.
Change your action a little bit. Like bump it, drop, bump and drop. Like bump and drop. put that in the, put that in the live well. Stay buttoned up. Stay buttoned up. Stay buttoned up. You acted like you had shoulders. Just a keeper.
Barely.
He acted like he had some shoulders on him, but he's just a keeper.
Another one on the fluke. Nice.
Praise God. It's about 100%. Throw him over. There you go.
There you go, Matt.
3 keepers Matt got. Dang it, boy. Dang it, boy.
Well, unfortunately, it ended up being the direct opposite. All the weather, barometer, all the activity ratings that usually predict activity, it can be hit or miss. For the majority part, they're usually spot on, but unfortunately today was not the case. It's supposed to be partially cloudy, but it was completely overcast all day. The sun barely shone through the clouds and everything, so complete overcast today. There was several little bait balls, but they were very small, very scattered, suspending fish. Out of all the ones we caught today, we've only got maybe 5 keepers, all very small. And unfortunately, the Tougaloo branch of Lake Hartwell has not always produced the best quality of fish. There are some big ones in here, but for the most part, you usually don't catch them over 2 pounds. But we were hoping to at least see a lot more action today, but it's not what ended up happening. What ended up happening is the overcast, I think, made them finicky, and they were hugging the bottom. There was some stripers and some bass following some bait balls that we have finally found. We had to go all the way down to almost Center Lake before we started finding all the big bait balls. And we have our live imaging sonar, and we hit and threw every single lure we had at them, danced right in front of their head. They would follow it and look at it, inspect it, but never committed to biting. The only ones that we caught today and that we managed to get to bite were caught on either a Ned rig with a fluke attached to it instead of a TRD, and then a fluke weightless with it. Well, we added a slight needle weight to it, but you hook it up like it's weightless, and it becomes a soft jerk bait. We did catch a couple on the small TRDs. The micro finesse are about that big, whereas the other ones are about that big, and we caught a couple on them, but they were lock-jawed, finicky, didn't want to eat anything, and the only way we were able to get them to react is very slow and very finesse fishing. So the only thing that produced today was Ned rigs, soft jerk bait, and micro finesse Ned rigs. So unfortunately today was a bust, but if y'all ever run into a situation where y'all can't seem to get them to bite anything, go Ned rig, go soft jerk bait, and even go down to the micro finesse Ned rigs, and you might be able to find a couple bites here and there when they won't hit anything else. Well, that's it for today. Thank y'all for watching. Sorry it was such a boring episode, but hopefully it'll get better as the year goes on. Y'all have a good one.